Today, we're going to talk about how keeping a journal can help benefit your business, keep you super inspired so that you never run out of ideas. That's coming up. Hey, I'm Erin Nicole Bick.
And I'm Brian Garcia. Welcome to Be Adventure Partners, where we help couples escape the box that society unjustly tries to keep us in. Turn your idea into a really cool business online so that you can live a life you're super excited about. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and click subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday that we come out with fresh, hot, steamy content just for you. So there are so many benefits of journaling whenever it comes to building a business online. And today we kind of want to just share with you what we do with our journals so that you can maybe get some inspiration and motivation for what it is that you're creating in your business online, in your relationships, in your life. And here's why. Back when I started my business online, before we even met, I hated to write. So me having a physical journal was completely out of the picture. That all changed one day when I started learning about tracking what it is that you're doing. Because here's the deal. If you don't track, you have no idea what progress that you're making along the way, right?
Yeah, that's really true. I think that's why journaling has been so near and dear to my heart for years. I've been doing this for years, and not everybody is going to do it the same style as me. It's kind of more like a Dear Diary style for me, where I write out my day, how it's been going, what I want to do the next day. That's not Brian's jam at all. So the first journal that I bought Brian, I was in Toronto, Brian was in Austin. I sent it to him for Christmas. I had no idea he didn't like to write. I sent him this beautiful leather bound journal with dates and everything in it. It cost me like $70 to ship it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's true.
And smokes.
And he didn't even like it. And I thought, oh no, what a crappy Christmas gift. But the reason that I've always really loved journaling was, like Brian said, so that I can keep track of what's going on in my life. Now, this can benefit you emotionally by keeping track of, am I always going through the same emotional humps time and time again? You can start to notice patterns in your life. Like maybe you keep dating the wrong person, or maybe you have unhealthy eating habits, or something that you really need to get a grasp on, but you would never have seen it if you didn't go back in your journal and just take a peek. Like, what am I writing about every day? Like, some people have aches and pains, and they always have the same aches and pains, or they always have headaches. Well, if you tracked, hey, every time I eat chocolate, I get a headache, ding, 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 now you know the culprit.
So that would be super sad.
Right? It would be really sad. So then you could at least eliminate the things that don't make you feel good, that take away your momentum in your life, that drain you of energy, that keep you feeling stuck, right?
Right. So people go about journaling differently, just like Erin said. I'm not the Dear Diary type. I've got to be completely honest with you. There's no way that I'm going to be all writing in this eloquent way. I'm more of a task-oriented sort of person. So to give you an idea of what's actually in my journal right now, I've got one side that's got like a to-do list type thing. And keep in mind that the pages in here, the pages are completely blank. Like there's no lines or anything like that, because I don't really like lines. I don't like boxes. I don't like being stuck in an area, which is kind of why our mission's more about escape the box that society's unjustly tried to keep you in. I gotta tell you something. When it comes to coloring, I don't really like to stay inside the lines in coloring books either. Now, I haven't colored in a very long time, but this isn't about coloring in a book. It's about journaling. So I've got my to-do list, and then I've got my top 3 things. I don't like to be stressed out. Just want to let you know that no stress here. So if I go to my to-do list and there's too many things there, I feel like I've got to do every single one during the day. So what I ended up doing was saying, you know what? If you could do 3 things in a day and get it done, go ahead and give yourself a virtual high five and call it good. Because guess what? It's getting shit done that allows you to move forward.
Mhm.
And guess what? Every weekend on Sundays, whenever I go through my weekly, what did I do all week? I write down every single day what I've done in the business, what
Mhm.
I've done for myself, like physical fitness, what time
Mhm.
I woke up in the morning, how much water did I drink?
Yep.
Did I, take my little fruit pills or whatever they're called? All these different things that I do, I kind of map it out and say, okay, what did I get done? Because I want to feel so much momentum in
Mm.
my life, in our relationship, and in our business online
Mhm.
that I don't want to feel like I'm left behind and feel like at the end of the month that I haven't done jack, when in actuality, what I've contributed has helped propel us forward together.
Yes. So I track really similar things to Brian, almost all of those same things I track too. And I also really like the top three idea because having a top three is so much better than having a top 20, where you look at your journal and you're like, ugh, and you're terrified to even start your day because there's so many things and you don't know where to start and you don't know what's most important. When you make a decision, which is one of the most important things of being an entrepreneur, is actually making a decision and saying, okay, you know what? I need to do all of these things, but what is really going to move us forward? What's
What's
going
the
to
money
move?
making activities,
Yeah.
right?
What's the money making activities? What's going to get more eyes on our business or our content? Where's our content? Are we producing content? Are we sharing it? Are we getting it in front of our audience? Because these things are all so super important. And this is the stuff that's going to move you forward. But if you don't make a decision and know what are those top three things that are most important today that I get a gold star for if I finish, or we could go to the beach, or we could go on a nice walk this evening if we actually got it done. What are those things? Because if you can make those decisions, your day is going to move by so much quicker. You're going to be on purpose every time you sit down with your business, and you're going to feel so good. That's the thing. Like, you are going to feel so good instead of looking at the list of 20 and saying, oh man, I only got 4 things done. Then you're going to feel disappointed with yourself and feel like you didn't accomplish anything. And we had all these things to do. Guess what? You're a human being living a human experience, and you can only do so much. At some point, you're going to look at this journal and you're going to think of all the bullshit things that you didn't want to do. And you can say, hey, maybe those things never even needed to get done. Maybe that's just busy work or something that you could outsource to somebody else who would actually do it better than you, anyways. So, having a journal is seriously one of the best ways to keep yourself organized so you can really stay on the ball. You can stay on top of your game, be focused, and start accomplishing goals that you're really excited about accomplishing. And that's what leads you to having the life that you want. And one more thing about the top 3, because I'm so zesty about it, is
She's zesty.
if
That's for sure.
if you aren't doing something nice for yourself each day, like we talked about before, like fitness or meditation or something that's for you, if you find it really hard to give yourself that time, make the first thing in your top 3 something that's for you. And then the other 2 things are business building, money making activities that you could focus on. But that is one of the most important things. If you're not feeling good in yourself and feeling optimized, drinking water, being active, or getting outside, you're not doing those things, you're not going to build an awesome business that you're excited about. You're just going to think, oh, this is like going to a job and having a boss. And then it's just going to feel like you're slugging it out, right?
Yeah. So, one of the huge things that I really love journaling for is that it actually frees up more time in your day because you're never left thinking, well, what should I have been doing today? Did I do enough today? Because when you have a plan, when you've got a long-term vision, like let's say you had a long view on what it is that you're creating with your business online and what impact you're making, let's say it's a year-long view, and you broke it down all the way down to the week, and then you said, okay, this week, this is what I want to get accomplished, because I know that every single week I've already mapped this out, loosely mapped it out, had some big goals and broke them down into benchmarks, So you start to feel so much more momentum because now you're investing time in your business, and then you stop. You take time for yourself. You take time for the exercise. You take time to eat better and not go into like chain restaurants that are just all packaged food or something that's just not really good for you. You start eating things like dinosaur kale, which is really interesting and it's really delicious. Or you start developing a palate for beets. I never liked beets until now, and now I really, really do love beets. But I have to tell you that journaling is going to free up your time because you're going to feel more on purpose. You're going to feel like you're getting more done in the day because now you've got a way to track that and to move forward in your life. Now, what we would like you to do is leave a comment below and let us know, one, if you journal. And if you do, what is your favorite type of journaling? Do you like the Dear Diary type, or you're more systematic like me? Are you more of the bullet point type? Am I getting the shit done each day that I should so I know when quitting time is, right?
Yeah, or are you writing out your feelings and tracking how you feel, and then also doing the more systematic checkbox thing and top 3 thing so you can figure out where you're at in your life emotionally, spiritually, and are you reaching your goals? Are you hitting those goals that you want to be hitting? We'd love to know. So while you're down there in the comments, mix, mingle, make a friend, because that's what this is all about, is having a beautiful community of people who just surround you and support you along your journey. So if you haven't yet, please click subscribe and hit that bell so you can be notified every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday when we come out with fresh piping hot content just for you.
And if you move the little mouse, there's a little eye up here. We've curated a couple of videos up there that go along with this one. That's going to help you get momentum in your life, your relationships, and your business. And that feels really good. Until next time, friends.
Adventure on.
Adventure on.